Docker has been a hot topic for the last few years. However, it is not compatible with all operating systems. So it is best to provision a VM to try it out. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how to install Docker on Google Cloud Platform, which provides $300 credit if you have never used it. And the prerequisite is only a Google account. Are you ready? Let's go! Okay, first let's go to console.cloud.google.com. If you have the first time playing with Google Cloud, you'll get a $300 credit. You just have to register and provide your credit card, and you can start using that $300 credit. On the top here, it is going to allow you to choose your VM for different projects. By default, it is going to give you a my first project. You can click inside and then you can create your new project with any name. For this demo, I guess my first project is going to be okay. So let's leave it for now. On the left hand side, there is a pull down menu. You just go down and look for Compute Engine, and let's click it. So you can see here I do not have any VM. So now let's click Create. In the name, I'm going to call this my VM. Okay, my VM. For the region, since I'm living in Hong Kong, I'm going to choose an Asian state. Let's choose Taiwan. And here in the machine configuration section, it's going to ask you for the hardware configuration of your VM. Obviously, the lower the model, the cheaper it is. For this demo, let's choose the cheapest, which is F1 Micro. And it has 600 megabytes of memory. And we go down, and there is a boot disk section. It is going to ask you what operating system you're going to use. So let's click Change. For this demo, let's choose Ubuntu. And for the version, let's pick 1804 LTS. And here in the boot disk type section, you have a choice of standard disk or SSD. I think standard is just good for now. And for the size, let's pick 20 gigabytes and click Select. In the identity and API section, we do not do anything for now. In firewall, let's click HTTP and HTTPS. And let's click Create. And that's all. I think it's going to take around 20 to 30 seconds to provision your VM. So it is really convenient if you want to try out something and you just create your own VM and then just try things in the VM, and then after you finish, you just delete it so that it won't cost you any money. Okay, it's ready now. You can see that it is up and running here. And then on the right hand side here, we have a connection section. It gives you different connection methods. And one of the good features of Google Cloud is that it allows you to connect using browser. It is actually a browser emulating a SSH client. So like me, if I'm at work and my firewall blocks the 22 port, I cannot easily use the SSH client. So this is perfect for me. I just click the browser and then I can access the VM. Connecting. All right, here we go. This is our VM. As a best practice, I would suggest create a user for that. So let's do it. So now let's do sudo sudo adduser, let's call it apps, right? And then give it a password. Don't worry about the name for now. And then we're going to allow it sudo capabilities. So sudo usermod -ag sudo apps. And then let's su apps. Let's try sudo ls. It's going to ask us for the password. Exit. And then su apps again. So now we do sudo ls, it shouldn't ask us for the password. Here we go. So now we are ready to install Docker and Docker Compose. If you cannot follow the steps, don't worry about that. I have already listed all the steps at the comments below, so you can simply copy and paste it to your console, right? So the first thing to do is let's do an update. So apt-get update, right? All right, and then we curl the apt key for Docker. Now we got the apt key, we have to update the apt-get repository for the Docker packages. So let's do it. All right, so now we have the apt package for Docker, and we can simply do apt-get install docker ce. So let's do it. All right, so now we should have already installed Docker. So let's try it. Docker -v. So we have the Docker version 19.03.8. Now let's install Docker Compose. So we can simply curl the Docker Compose. The version I'm using is 1.25.4. As of today, this is the latest stable version. Okay, so let's see. Docker Compose -v. We have to give a permission for that. So sudo chmod plus x user local bin docker compose. So let's do it again. See, so we have already installed Docker Compose 1.25.4. We have not done yet, just a few steps away. Now we have to create a Docker group. So sudo group add Docker. Oh, it says Docker group already exists, so perfect. Sudo usermod -ag Docker, the current user. So let's add the current user to the Docker group. All right. So in order for us to work with Docker, we have to first exit and enter again. So let's exit and then su back. All right, so let's now try out Docker. So let's do Docker run hello world. Since we do not have the Docker image locally, it's going to go to the Docker Hub and grab the Docker image. So now here it says hello from Docker, so everything is good. So we have already installed correctly. So if we do docker ps, oh, it has nothing here, docker ps -a. So see, the hello world Docker image is just going to come up and then print the hello world message, and then it's going to exit. So now you can see that if we do docker ps, it doesn't, the Docker image is not really running a Docker container because the Docker container already exited. So that's all. Congratulations, you have already installed Docker and Docker Compose successfully. If you like my video, please share it with your friends, and please subscribe my channel, and I'll see you next time.